Jacko. No, Jacko. I mean, firstly, they know where each other are. Usually that'd be the first problem, throwing in a cruise missile against a party who can't throw one up against you. It throws up a red flag, so it'd be interesting what you got to say, brother. I just did a podcast about you a little while ago, talking to the good fucking general out there. It's a military force. Anytime there's a military force, we need some military force to do it. The fact that they're saying that the message is going, means they have to be doing that. Have to be. They're in line.
48 hours, America will be in control of most major airports in Afghanistan. Any resistance we meet from the Taliban or otherwise when we seize these airports
Are you in charge
will
of anything?
be destroyed completely and without mercy.
Are you in charge of any of those
interferes
details?
with these operations will be killed.
We bring in Jocko Willink, the man you saw there, the man you see this morning. He's a friend of our shows, retired Navy SEAL, recipient of the Silver Star, the Bronze Star.
How did they get you on here? Think that they were gonna, that was gonna be good?
Good morning to you, Jocko. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Ainsley. Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. I watched the whole thing yesterday on Instagram. Powerful message. Why did you feel the need to do that?
Well, I just felt that no one was making any statements, taking ownership.
Like I said, Taliban, I think by the cultural level, at least they switched it off to mean warrior, so soldier. When we had American troops in there, they had Afghan army. If you consider them to be the same thing and then say within the detail, what you could say is that Taliban would have been a negative group, but they didn't take to it. That's from the American relativity. And in that regards, you could pose the electrons any way you want. Of course, the right-hand index on that says it was wrong tone inside of there. There wasn't a situation that, at the diplomatic level, you would have known or wouldn't have known that that situation represents itself. What do you mean? It's like American soldiers in there seeing anything that isn't up to par date. We represent everything in the rabbit as soldiers, as Taliban. Or there's American Army or Marine, whatever, salty, and then there's something else. And at that index, you would say, so what is doing that? Now, I have their cultural laws. They handed me an order, and from the top-level structure, that's what you could take out and pull out. For any reason, there's an extremity of death on that subject matter. I have to know that's in hand. I'd have to say the American soldiers under that airport are at least in control points of that airport. Anything that's going to go in there is going to go against control points. New unit. I wasn't handed an operation piece of paper saying for you to take my post. You did not know the details. You to do the details, which is working. Which is working.
Consider this serious. We are in danger. We are in danger, Mr.
Like I said, I can't quantify this to be anything.
Jocko, it's heartbreaking. It has to
like
be
I said,
frustrating for our troops here in America
again, you know,
ready to go,
it's a bit with the soldiers on unit. It's just when you got soldiers across everywhere, it's not every unit. One of them might get out on the system. I don't know if right now. I'd have to look at American occupations in the war and see how many units out of all patrolled. Yes, those words. Was actually a statistical analysis on this, and is that what we're looking at? Or are we looking at one snowflake incident inside of the standard, which may be relative. At the snowflake level, it's a topology problem, and it certainly correlates to what might happen at the airport when I get a new handover on command about, well, that's going to be one of those incidents. We were letting them through. Maybe communication between our units and their unit wasn't good, but we all understand that that's not a good unit anymore. That's no longer an effective team, Jack.
Get out of there and be saved. There are videos of our men and women that are lifting babies
at that point in time, I could begin to help, but from here it's a sharp's case. It's all about harassment under cultural leads on index, where right now it's a hot damn mess. Yes, I would tend to build off of anything that this by the detail represents. But remember, I don't know. I would generally say from here it's going to be pretty. He's Marshmallow. I'm assuming he's going to do the right job. I can't know that. We're talking about orders on a mission. They're human beings as well, and it's great that this represents this. How do I then get this hand over? Because I don't care. Like I said, this is an occupation. Soldiers are going to get paid whatever soldiers are going to get paid at that level. There's not like, unless you're going to tell me that this is privately somebody's commission where they could pay them differently, it's all governmental tax, right? Why in the... you're telling me at the Taliban level, at the governmental military lead, they don't have somebody like that? How can I trust that lead? And here's missions and talks between two party leaders. It's not like they say they're a military force, thud, gone. Now, I don't have a problem any longer. How would the talks communicate? I mean, obviously they had to communicate a party to be somewheres. Throwing fucking bunker busters until it's done. So if it isn't that, what does it have to be?